Alright gamers and future gamers, today we're going to teach you how to play games using the new Fractal Cards deck. You'll notice this is a 60 card deck. There's a new addition to the Princess and Duke cards for a total of 60 cards total. This allows you to divide the cards up evenly among 3 to 6 different players. You'll notice that in this case there are 15 cards in the heart suit. The objective of this game is to have the minimum amount of points, and the game ends when any one player reaches 100 points. The player with the lowest point score at that time wins. This is for players for 13 and above, and for anywhere between 3 and 6 players. The way that the points are scored at the end of each round, for every heart that you have, counts as 1 point each, up to 15 total, and the Queen of Spades is worth 15 points. If a player manages to get all 30 points, all hearts and the Queen of Spades, that player is said to have shot the moon, and all other players receive 30 points, and that player receives 0. The best way to learn hearts is just to jump right in and start playing. I've dealt out the cards. Before we get started, each player gets to rotate 3 different cards of their choosing to a player that rotates. So in this first round, we're going to pass the first 3 cards to the left. I've identified 3 cards from each of the hands to pass left. Here are the new hands. So to start off the game, the player that has the 2 of clubs is the person that starts and must lead the 2 of clubs. You'll see player 1 has the 2 of clubs, so that is the first card that is played. And then following clockwise, each player must play the suit that has been played. So in this first case, the club must be played. If a player does not have a club, they may play any other card, but they are unable to play any heart or the Queen of Spades on the first round. In this case, since the first round is a safe round, it's best for all other players to play their highest club. And the Ace of Spades takes the trick. Since player 4 took the last trick, they are now able to lead the next card. They may not play a heart card until hearts have been broken. In order to break the heart suit, a player must receive a points card, whether it is a heart card or the Queen of Spades. Since the goal of the game is to receive the fewest amount of points possible, it's best to try to play cards where you think you are not going to win the trick. So in this case, we'll play the 8 of diamonds. And all other players must follow suit. Because the last card is safe and the pile is safe, it's safe for this player 3 to play this ace. And the trick is player 3's. We are going to speed through this for a couple rounds until we get to a more interesting scenario. In this case, player 1 has played the 9 of spades. Player 2 is now void of the spade suit and may play any other suit that is available. The options could be these diamonds, which are for nobody's point, but gives you an opportunity to get rid of some high cards. Or they can play their heart cards and give points away to other players. In this case, the Ace of Hearts is a very high heart card. It's better to give away this Ace of Hearts. Continuing on, player 3 has to play the king of spades. And since the king of spades is taken, player 4 has the opportunity to get rid of the queen of spades.
What? Oh no!
Player 3 takes the trick and will ultimately end up with 16 points. Let's speed through and finish up this hand and see what happens. Now that the round is over, the scoring can begin. Every player counts the number of hearts that they have, and the queen of spades counts for 15 points. In this case, player 1 has 9 points, player 2 has 3 points, player 3 has 16 points, and player 4 has 2 points. Some quick points of strategy. If this is your starting hand and you're determining which cards to trade, you can either get rid of your highest cards, or you can try to reduce your suits so that if that suit is played, you can get rid of your cards in another suit. For example, if you wanted to reduce the number of clubs that you had, give away these 3 clubs, and once this 2 of clubs is gone, the next time clubs is played, you can get rid of your king and duke. On the spade suit, it's better to keep the low spades, just in case somebody passes you the queen of spades or the ace or king of spades. You don't want to get left with a short suit where you have a lot of high cards and a good chance of getting that queen of spades. All right, if you stuck with me this far, then I'm going to show you a couple more hands and see how I would play and how I recommend playing. So let's take a look at this first hand over here at number 4. So you'll notice that there's a lot of low hearts. You're not going to win tricks with these, and if you get stuck with the tricks, you should be able to get out of it. Low spades and a bunch of them in case somebody gives you high spade suits. You'll be able to defend against the queen of spades. A single jack and then very few diamond face cards. So this is a perfect hand to get 0 points and just dump these hearts onto somebody else. So here's what I recommend. Get rid of this club. So on the first trick, you can get rid of something that whoever's passing to you can get rid of, and get rid of these 2 over here. Keep the spades because you want to protect against that queen of spades. Okay. Let's look at this hand over here. This hand is another fantastic hand in terms of you have big protection against the queen of spades. These low clubs aren't going to win you any tricks. And then you can easily get rid of these 3 cards as a pass. So that once somebody plays diamonds, you can easily get rid of this ace of spades if that's a concern to you. And you're pretty much set to get no points with this hand as well. Let's take a look at this one. This hand right here, this is a shoot the moon kind of hand. You have 4 of the 5 top hearts. You have winners in every suit. And if you were to get rid of something, I would get rid of these 3. So if somebody plays diamonds again, you can dump. And when you're going to shoot the moon, it's best not to start off taking a whole bunch of tricks. If you get stuck winning points and nobody else is taking points, keep playing as if you are not trying to shoot the moon, because once it's obvious, people start keeping their cards. So somebody might keep this ace of spades on this side. But in general, if somebody starts dumping, once that ace of spades comes out, this hand looks like a winner in terms of all points. And this last hand, this is a mediocre hand. Again, this ace of spades, you might want to get rid of that. I would say keep the 7 and 4 of spades in case somebody passes you spades. So it's a chance to either get rid of the clubs or get rid of the diamonds. And since these are higher number and you don't want to win tricks, I'd probably pass these diamonds. The alternative is pass the clubs or pass this 2 of clubs. I usually don't like to start. Now you know how to play hearts with a 60 card deck. Feel free to add likes below and any comments that you have, and feel free to subscribe as well.